Good afternoon, everyone. It's Miss Judy with Art Outside the Box, and today we're going to be using some recycled materials again to make something very simple that you should have everything for right around your house. So we're going to do this little gift bag, and this is made out of newspaper. Very economical and kind of fun to make. You can make this out of other paper if you want to. I'm thinking any kind of craft paper or magazine or wallpaper, whatever you can find. Wrapping paper would be great, but you have to make sure that it is at least 15.5 inches wide, because that's what you're gonna need to make this size of a bag. So all you're going to need for this one are 2 sheets of newspaper, and you want them separated like so, just a half sheet. You'll need a ruler and a pencil and a pair of scissors and a glue stick. You can put a handle on your bag if you want to, so that would simply be a piece of yarn or string or something, or you don't have to put a handle on it. That's all you'll need, so let me set my camera up and we'll get started. Okay, I've got a little cheat sheet here for myself, and this has my measurements on it. You may want to do that too, and I'll go through some of these numbers for you slowly in case you want to write them down. But first of all, what you want to do is have your 2 sheets of newsprint together, one on top of the other. And what you're going to start out with size-wise is a rectangle that is going to be 15.5 inches wide by 8.25 inches tall, all right? And that's the basis for everything here. The next thing you'll do is take your ruler, and starting at the bottom, you're gonna divide this up into 5 sections. So the easiest way to do it is take your ruler, measure your point here, measure the same here, and draw your line. These are gonna be the lines where you're gonna fold. So we're first gonna start off with a 4.5 inch section, all right? And your next section is going to be 3 inches wide, followed by another section of 4.5 inches, and then another section is 3 inches, and the last little section in here is merely a 1/2 inch. So I'll repeat that. You've got 4.5 inches, 3 inches, 4.5 inches, 3 inches, and a 1/2 inch. All right. You're also going to need some, just a couple horizontal lines to fold. So at the top, you're going to have one that is 1.25. So that's down from the top, 1.25 inches. So measure that off, 1.25, draw your line. At the bottom, you're going to have one that is 2 inches. So measure off your 2 inches down here and draw your line. Okay, so you've got all your guidelines here as far as where you're going to be folding the paper. So we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to take our 2 inch mark, and we're just going to fold that right up, give everything a real good crease here. And then we'll move up to the top, and this is 1.25 inches. We'll fold that over and crease it as well. Then we're going to start folding our verticals here. So we'll fold in this 4.5, and then you've got your 3 inch vertical line, fold that in. Another 4.5, you're just kind of working your way across the paper. And then you've got this last little guy here that is just a 1/2 inch, so fold him in. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is bring this up and fold this again, so you've got a crease here. And then we're going to pull this top part down, okay? All right, let me get this straight here. Okay, this is where we're going to attach the sides. So we're gonna kind of fold this right into a square. This takes a little bit of finagling, but you can kind of see where we're going right here. And then we need to glue this down. So on the outside of this flap, put a little glue on there. And you're also going to have to put a little glue on the inside here, since we're using 2 pieces of paper. That should do it. That's sticky stuff. And just make your folds. And then you're going to put that right on the inside. Hopefully you'll be able to see where I'm going with this. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. All right, this is going to be the top where you've got your folded down area. So here's kind of the tricky part. You want to go in, you're going to have to go in where this 2-inch fold that we made is. This is where it gets like origami. We've done this before. But you'll need to push these in. In order to make the bottom of this. It takes a little doing, but we're getting there. Sometimes it's easier to even work from inside. Here we go. Fold those in. Got one side done. Got to be a little patient with this. Once you find those folds, okay, that is all finished. Okay, so if you're patient, I finally did get this all finished off at the bottom, and it looks pretty neat, but I'm going to do one more thing just to stabilize it. So I've cut a little piece of paper, and this is 4 inches wide by 3 inches tall, and I'm just going to put some glue on here and set this right down in the bottom of this little bag, and that will hold it together and stabilize it a little bit more. So that's really about it. Like I said, if you wanted to add some handles, all you need to do is punch a couple holes and find some yarn or whatever you want to use for a handle, tie a little knot on the inside, and there you go. Get some tissue paper, put your gift in here, and you've got a nice little reusable bag for a present. Thanks for being with me again on a Thursday evening. I hope you had fun, and we look forward to seeing you next week and every week. You can see all of our programs on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So make sure to check us out, like our posts, and if you have things that you've made at home, feel free to send us a picture of those, okay? Take care, have a great weekend, bye-bye.